Yo, welcome back, Xycor here, and today in our Re-Legend Magnus Showcase, we're going to take a look at the magical cow of the Voca Coast area. Yes, this Magnus is Moota, one of the interesting, I guess, Magnus in the Voca Coast area. Basically, it can give you, I guess, some milk that can actually heal you. And it's useful for some other things as well, mainly just to have for the Moota festival, and it can also help you in battle too. So I'm going to cover where they are, what they do, how to tame them, and yeah, let's just tame one, and its evolutions. Okay, for where you can find them, the best place to find them is here in the Windy Trail, but you can also find them in Tracker Cove in the I think in the first area. So yeah, basically they're they're here. Let's see, to tame them it just takes a ballberry or some other type of, any type of land crop. So I will hold this and let's tame it here. There we go. Might take a couple. There we go. And just spam your keys. Try to break your keyboard. There we go. And of course, as always, make sure you have enough stamina as well. Okay, so let's go over it here. Now, as for the information here, Moota is the class of a gunslinger, and its behavior is passive. So basically, they're basically a ranged attacker, and they won't really attack you either, unless of course you attack them. As for this, I must read this. A wild Magnus commonly hunted for its meat and frosty milk. It is said that Moota milk is very good for your bones. Okay, I guess. So basically, its favorite food is ballberry, and it also likes aqua crops and land crops. So yeah, any aqua crop and any land crop. It basically likes all crops. So yeah, you can use any crop to tame it, but its favorite is ballberry. As for its drops, it drops raw meat, juicy raw meat, Moota hide, and the Moota milk. Now the Moota milk can be used like a food to heal you, I think 20 HP and 10 SP, so it's kind of useful. As for its attack, it's Frost Bounce, a frontal attack that knocks back enemies. Interesting. And that takes 5 stamina and has a cooldown of 5 seconds. And it has a passive party buff of 5% health. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything on your farm. So, yes, they're pretty interesting. Looks like you can get them here at around level 6. So I will get on it here, and we'll take a look at its attacks. Now, its left-click attack, let's see, when it actually targets something. There we go. Yep. Come on, target. Okay. Apparently it likes to turn around, and then I'm too strong. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why it does that. Let's hit it like this. Let's get hit. There we go. Now let's see if it attacks. There we go. Yeah, it's a little wonky, I'll say that. But when you can actually get it to attack, it will do a ranged, throw a ranged icicle, which is interesting. Now, the right click attack is like a stomp, which is a magic attack, and that's also a magic attack. It's melee attack. So it has all magic attacks, pretty much, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so now I will get this to, I guess, the evolved form. So yeah. Okay, next, to evolve it, we'll see here. Check it in the Magnuspedia. And just look at the evolutions. Now, to evolve it, it requires it to be level 15 and greater than 15 endurance, 2 affection, and an eggplant. So I happen to have all that. There we go. So mine's level 15, and let's see here. I have 16 endurance with, of course, I have some points left over that I just didn't put in yet. So I will give it an eggplant and it'll evolve. There we go. Now it's evolving into a Mooshi. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, they're a little bit bigger, of course. Okay, so we'll take a look at their information. And Mooshi is on the second page. Now, Mooshi is also a class of a gunslinger, and its behavior is also passive, so it won't attack you if you see one in the wild. And its body is chilly to the touch, as it possesses magical ice properties. Known to shoot icicles when threatened. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. Now, its favorite food is high-quality bulberries, but it also likes any aqua crop and any land crop. So you can feed it pretty much anything of crops related. As for the items it drops juicy raw meat, premium raw meat, Moota hide, and premium Moota milk. And I assume premium Moota milk just heals you more HP and stamina than regular Moota milk. As for its skills, it has Frost Trident, which fires multiple projectiles in a straight line that slows enemies. And that takes 8 stamina and has a cooldown of 10 seconds. And it also has Frozen Path, calls upon a cone of ice stalagmites that knocks back enemies. And that takes 7 stamina and has a 7-second cooldown. And then it has a passive party buff of giving 10% health. So, not bad. Pretty good. There we go. So, I will get out here in the field and we'll check out the attacks. Now, its left click attack is still a ice, kind of an icicle beam, which has a pretty good range. And that is a magic attack. Now, its right click attack is a little bit more of a longer charge. I'll just wait for that to cool down again. Come on. Yes, it's 3 icicles. That's what it looks like, which is pretty cool. Triple the damage in a sense. And that is also a magic attack. And the Q attack is like ice spikes on the ground, which is pretty interesting. Let's see how far they reach. And that is a magic attack too, which reaches not as far as its regular melee attack. I shouldn't say melee attack, it's regular attack. It's left click attack. Or the right click attack either. So yeah, that one's more of a closer range. And that's it for its attacks. So we'll take a look at the next evolution. Next we'll check out its evolved form. So go on here. Over here. And so what it takes to evolve it is level 45, over 50 endurance, full affection, and an apparel. So I have it, see, I have mine at 51 endurance. I got it to level 46, so yeah, extra level, but yeah, 51 endurance and full affection. So, and I believe I forgot my Aperol in the bin in here. I think I've got some Aperols in here. There we go. Just take those out. And I will throw it at it. Hold. And there we go. And it will evolve. You just hear that music that, like Pokemon, you know, do, 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 do. There we go. You have to make that music every time you evolve a Magnus in here. Anyway, so now let's take a look at its information. This is Moofarro. So it's also a class of gunslinger, but its behavior is defensive. So it probably will maybe run away, in a sense. I'm actually not fully sure. Maybe it kind of keeps its distance from you, but will fire ranged attacks too. It's possible. Commonly found as the alpha of a herd, protects the herd from potential dangers, even if it means sacrificing itself. I guess that's a noble thing. Now, its favorite food is gigantic bulberries. If you can keep that up to feed it, congratulations. As for its likes, it also likes aqua crops and land crops. So yeah, just give it any aqua crops or land crops and it'll do fine. As for its drops, it drops juicy raw meat, premium raw meat, Moota hide, and premium Moota milk. So basically the same ones as Mooshi. As for its skills, it has Frozen Wall, which summons a wall that slows all enemies that passes it. And that takes 15 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. And then it has Snowball Roll, fires a slow rolling snowball that knocks down all enemies in the way. And that takes 20 stamina and has a 15-second cooldown. And then it has Ice Boost, blesses itself with the spirit of ice, increasing its magical power. And that takes 10 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. And then it also has a passive party buff of health plus 15%. So, head out here, and we'll take a look at its attacks, which, you know, it's actually quite big. Yeah, quite big, and I'm not meaning to swing my sword at it. Okay, now as for its attacks here, its left click attack can miss. So it's the same type of attack as regular Mooshi, and I should say regular Moota and Mooshi as well. But it's also a magic attack. As for its right click attack, so that is the ice wall, which apparently slows everything down. I'm just waiting for it. Come get me, doggy. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's there. So yes, that slows everything down. Its Q attack is Snowball, and that is a magic attack, which is kind of cool. Nice animation on that. And then its E attack is the magic buff, which apparently does some damage too at close range. That's interesting. And that gave it a magic buff. Let's see, there's something down here. Let's see what this does. Oh, 244. Hey, that's actually quite a good magic buff. Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's quite good. So basically, for stats, what you'd probably want to get on Moota and Mooshi and Moofarro would be, well, a lot of int. That's what I would say. Get a lot of int. But I also threw in some focus in mine to maybe give it the chance of doing, you know, giving it the chance to do larger damage on crits. Because, yeah, it's, you know, having those crits wouldn't be too bad either. And then, of course, you'd also want to put a bunch into endurance, and just for alone the fact that it actually needs it to evolve. And, of course, for survivability. So it can be fairly useful. You can also add luck, too, to increase those crit chances for happening as well. So that could be useful. But, yeah. That is Moota, and its evolved forms seem fairly good with their damage. But, yeah, that's it for this Magnus Showcase. If you like this Magnus Showcase, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. It really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.